Good morning. Welcome back to Greenlight the Day. My name is Denise. This last couple of weeks have been a time of reflection for me and a little bit of a trying time emotionally because yesterday, May the 5th, was the 1-year anniversary since Mom died. And you know, the last year, it's so I've been thinking a lot about that, obviously, and you always hear about how the firsts of everything that first year are the hardest, and it's true. But one of the things that I don't know, I just been thinking a lot about, because I sort of have been having some trouble wrapping my head around it, is, you know, I miss Mom every single day that she's not here. And yes, for each of those firsts, like the first spring, the first garden, as we were doing sort of all of those things that Mom used to do, and it was the first time we had to do it without her, and the first Christmas, and then first Easter, and, you know, we're coming up on first Mother's Day, all of those firsts, the first birthday of hers when she wasn't here, there were moments during each of those first events when there was, you know, sorrow, missing, and grief. But one of the things that I'm having a hard time, sort of, not a hard time, but it just, in so many ways, life really has not changed at all. Like I said this a long time ago earlier, just after she died, it changed completely, but it didn't change at all. And I'm sure from my dad's perspective it's different because he lived with her. You know, they were together every single day pretty much for however many years, right? I've, on the other hand, have lived away from home for over 30 years. So I've, at the closest, have been a 3-hour drive away. And yes, I talk to Mom every night on the phone. But my day-to-day life hasn't changed in many ways, and it's just a really, I don't know, it's so paradoxical because it's changed completely, but it hasn't changed at all, and yeah, so it's just been a really weird kind of time for me. But the other thing that has occurred, especially in this last few months, as there's been a little bit more distance since we went through the illness and stuff, is sort of just a reevaluation of my life and how I'm living it and what it is, like what is life? What is the reason that we're here? What is my purpose for being here? And am I living my life in an authentic and true way? Like at the end of my life, whenever that should occur, if it's a month from now, a year from now, or 20 years from now, will I have regrets? What will they be? And how can I live my life today to minimize that so that at the end of my life, I can look back and say, yeah, I did it all. Everything that was in my power to do, I did it. I lived the life I wanted to live. I became the person I wanted to be. Whatever my intent was, I reached that goal. I lived it, and there are times you're going to fail, but I did everything in my power to live that authentic life, to be that authentic me, so that on this day, my last day on this earth, when I look back, I have few and hopefully no regrets saying I should have, I wished I would have, right? I came across on the internet, and many of you may have seen this already. It was on my personal Facebook account. It was posted by somebody, and it just speaks to that so powerfully that I'm going to read it to you here now. And it's a little bit, so this is a little bit longer than normal. My vlogs, normally my vlogs I try to keep shorter because I know how busy everybody is, but I really want to share this because this just says it all. After many years of feeling unfulfilled at her job, Bronnie Ware set out to find something that resonated with her soul. She ended up in palliative care, where she spent many years helping those who were dying. Sometime later, she compiled a list of the 5 most common regrets expressed by the people she cared for. I'm sharing it with you here today. Even though it can be hard to think about, this stuff is really important for your happiness right here and now. Number 1, I wish I had the courage to live a life true to myself, not the life others expected of me. And she says, this was the most common regret of all. When people realize that their life is almost over and look back clearly on it, it is easy to see how many dreams have gone unfulfilled. Most people had not honored even half of their dreams and had to die knowing that it was due to choices they had made or not made. Health brings a freedom very few realize until they no longer have it. Number 2, I wish I hadn't worked so hard. This came from every male patient that I nursed. They missed their children's youth and their partner's companionship. Women also spoke of this regret, but as most were from an older generation, many of the female patients had not been breadwinners. All of the men I nursed deeply regretted spending so much of their life on the treadmill of a work existence. This one touched me a lot. And I've done things differently in this past year because of that. Number 3, I wish I had had the courage to express my feelings. Many people suppress their feelings in order to keep peace with others. As a result, they settled for a mediocre existence and never became who they were truly capable of becoming. Many developed illnesses relating to the bitterness and resentment they carried as a result. I didn't think I was going to cry during this. This is how much this touched me. And because these are the things I've been thinking about in this past few months. I wish I had stayed in touch with my friends. Often they would not truly realize the full benefits of old friends until their dying weeks, and it had not always possible to track them down. Many had become so caught up in their own lives that they had let golden friendships slip by over the years. There were many regrets about not giving friendships the time and effort that they deserved. Everyone misses their friends when they are dying. And the last one, I wish that I had let myself be happier. This is a surprisingly common one. Many did not realize until the end that happiness is a choice. It is a choice. They had stayed stuck in old patterns and habits. The so-called comfort of familiarity overflowed into their emotions, as well as their physical lives. Fear of change had them pretending to others and to themselves that they were content, when deep within they longed to laugh properly and have silliness in their life again. Anyways, those were the 5 of them, and they, as you can tell, they just really touched me because I have been doing a whole lot of reflecting, and I actually have lived my life differently this past year. And there have been many times when I could have said, and I would have in the past said, no, I have to work this weekend, or I have to work late tonight, and I can't do that, and I can't go there. And I haven't done that. And you know what? The things that I had to get done at work still got done. So that's why that one struck me. Because there were many weekends that I didn't go home because there was work. And I wish I did. So moving forward in this past year and from now on, I really, truly, a lot of those points just hit home. And I've been reaching out to many of my friends more, some of my old friends. And I've just been trying to just be who I want to be and do the things that make me happy and bring joy, because this life is short and we don't know how much time we have with the people that we love. And it's up to us to make sure that we don't let those opportunities pass us by, and that we are truly living the life that we want to live, that we're reaching for the dreams that we have, that we're not settling in any way, and that we're just being happy, like just being happier. Don't waste time worrying about the things that might never come or the things you have no control about. Live today for today, be present and be happy, right? Anyways, I just wanted to mark this anniversary with sort of what's been happening for me emotionally and mentally over the past year. And again, thank you so much to all my friends out there who have been stellar supports during this past year, during times when I wasn't there completely. I love you guys. Life is good. I hope you're taking care of yourself and each other. Make a great day. And happy Mother's Day this coming weekend to all the moms out there. I love you guys. Bye.